Greetings, everyone, and this is not quite a town exploration video yet, as you might believe. I still have a couple missions to do. So, let's take a look at whatever gear I've gotten a hold of. Let's see. So it has all resists all. It has ESP fencing. It's one of the earliest sets of fencing gear you can get. One of them. And yeah, the potential thing, the worry, I think it's like if I'm on low health, I take even more damage, something like that. It's okay, but there's a armor set I prefer more. It is the Death Stench set, and it looks a lot better. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. Made from all those Elder Dragon bones and Sinister Cloths. Sinister Cloths are pretty painful to get. Best way to get it? Send your cat to the desert for 500 points. If you don't have 500 points, then 300 points. Let's take a look at this. Just put one thing to get rid of the health down. You get some fencing. You get a little bit of stealth, which is just kind of pointless. But, you know, this is the armor set. I kind of prefer this one just for the looks, really. I think this one has more armor, too. But let's see if I can find the armor that I'm looking for. There we go. I'm going to be trying something different. I'm going back to gunner setup. Now, I am going to try to gun the Lao Shan Lung. There's just something new. And it would seem the cat here has something to talk to me, Nakat. But since Nakat is a snobby cat who doesn't want to talk to me, have not want to talk to me the entire time, I'm going to ignore her. And I'm going to go talk to the old lady here. What's she going to say? Yep. That's me. Official reward from the town as a thanks. I should take it over to the crafting shop. Ah, yes. The infamous high rank quests. Or guild hall quests. This is what they're suggesting I do now. And yes, Nakat is the high rank quest giver. But I'm gonna ignore Nakat for a while. And I get a elder thank you. And as you can see, I've got some unfinished business here. A giant dragon invades, but first, I'm going to get rid of this real quickly. Elder, thank you. There we go. I'll be taking a look later on what this gives. I actually don't really remember. Ah, here we go. And, let's take a look at this. A giant dragon has attacked our fort. Yes, it is another fort fight. And this one's slightly different. So, while I would not prefer to use a gunning setup, I'm going to use it anyways. Mainly because, well, I feel like trying something different. Normally I just use a longsword. But I don't quite have the longsword I want. And welcome to Lao Shan Lung. Remember Shen Goren's skull plate? Well, that's the one. Only the Shen Goren model's skull that Shen Goren has is a lot bigger than this one. And damn, he's huge. These dragons are basically considered like walking mountains. And I think they absorb food and nutrients just like they absorb it from the terrain around them or something like that. Not exactly sure about that. I can't really remember. Alright, Shen Goren. As you can see, we have this little area here. If I have room for the map, I will bring it with me. If not, 'tis a shame. Alright, I can get cannonballs here, and I can get ballista ammo here. I personally prefer to pick up the ballista ammo manually first, since I have extra time just to begin with. And I have a lot of areas I can go through, right off the bat to start with. To start with, this one map can be a little confusing and a little overwhelming, because you're not sure where you're supposed to go, how it all connects, how it all works, but don't worry about it, it's pretty simple. First of all, get the ballista. And we get some supply bombs and an anti-dragon bomb, which is something unique, and I will show you soon what it does. And no inventory space left for rations, but I've got well done steaks, so that shouldn't matter. Now, as you can see, this is the map. The first area you want to go to is here. Now, what you want to do, and I think for the post commentary, I'm not sure. Will I cut it? Will I not cut it? I might not cut it. Since, again, it's like a fortress fight. You know, maybe in the future I'll do some cuts here. But my goal here is to wait right here, literally, and prepare bombs. And the thing is, Shen Goran can also be fought here, which is the fight I actually prefer. But while the Shen Goran or Lao Shenlong is in 2, 3, and 4, he cannot be killed no matter how much damage you do. They can only be killed in 5. So keep that in mind. They will go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. You can't follow them straight along the path. You have to go back to the camp and then go down a new direction, because they're climbing over big rocks like this. And as you can see, they're invisible barriers. And this is the part of the fight that I don't enjoy. Just kind of standing here and waiting. I'm not exactly sure on the placement of the bombs. That's why I am waiting. It's been some months since I've done this. So I need... Basically, the idea is you want to plant your bombs where the head is going to be. So I think I'm good. Got a gunning setup, but... I don't think my Wyvern's Fire is going to be useful at all here. I've never done this with a gun lance, I will admit. So as you can see, his head gets closer. He won't actually attack you. You can get damaged by his legs and his tail, so stay away from them. You will take lots of damage. We plant the bombs, we blow it up, bombs go boom, and I go boom with my gun lance. And I already got the first break. You can break his horn off of his head, and the horn is actually a pretty crucial part. You can also break his back, and I'm not sure, to be honest. But I think you can break the shoulders on his legs, but you require a bowgun or something of the sort. He is weakest to Dragon Element, which is not surprising, with it being a Elder Dragon and all. But what you want to aim for, you see that pot belly between his lower legs? That's the weakest spot on his entire body, armor-wise, and also and also to the actual dragging element. Fencing is not a bad skill either, I will admit. If, like, you can have somebody with a dragging element longsword attacking the potbelly while you have somebody maybe with fencing attacking the chest. Oh, I think I got a break there. No, wait, that's right. That's just falling debris. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bam. I just like to count because I'm always paranoid and nervous when I'm sharpening my weapons. I don't even think I got it. Yeah. So if you're going to try and attack the legs, be very careful. His legs will really hurt you, and there will be sort of like a quake when he walks. That'll screw you over. But basically, if you can, what you really want is a Farcaster, which is why you will bring crafting materials to make them. Now, I'm going to show you all how to use a Dragon Bomb. You go up a spot like this. I'm here a little early because I just like to make sure. Let's see. Bomb material plus Excite Room equals a Farcaster. You use this at the very last second possible. You know, so you can maximize your damage. So, Lao Shanlung will be walking. Dragon Bomb ready, if you can find it. Where is it? Large Barrel Bomb plus, and he will do a swipe. You have to wait for him to basically use one attack. Oh, there it is. Yes, you can't use there's only one spot you can use the anti-Dragon Bomb. He'll do one swipe, get out of the way. Wait for him to go on all fours again. Don't jump down just yet, because you have to jump down on his back, but there's a certain spot. You can see those large scales on his back. There is a spot you can jump down right there. You just gotta wait for it. Let's see if I can actually do this. Sometimes I actually miss, and I feel really bad for missing because it is such an easy jump. You plant the bomb, bam, and you can even get some carves in there. These are just account point item things, I think. If you're lucky, you can get some scales. But eventually the bomb will blow up, but you won't take damage since it only deals damage to the dragon. And at this point, it's just kind of rinse and repeat. And he is nearing the threshold of where I cannot follow him, and I have to... Well, I have to... and I have to go back to base camp. Oh, yes, and he also does roll. I think his enrage mode is just him moving faster. Also, if you are using a longsword, try not to get caught between his legs around his paw bed. It will hurt. Oh, and Farcasters are not exactly instant, so you want to be a little careful with that. Grabbing some rations and heading down 3, and we're going to wait. Actually, this is I think the first episode of this I won't really edit. And here I just stand here and wait. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if I can make it with the cannonballs, because I have to bring the cannonballs through Area 6. And let me tell you, there are tons of Aya Prey there who will try to knock the cannonball out of my hands. And I believe with an Excite Shroom, I can generally get a second cannonball in on him if I'm fast enough. With the Ballista, I can get the back brakes, though. And there he comes. Let's get my Ball and Pluses. I believe that's the right spot. Also, a word of caution and warning is if you're fighting Shengoran in this area, then you're going to want to be careful. Whenever he's entering an area that you're in, he will generally stop to shoot his acid blast or whatever it is, where he charges his attack when he shoots at you. So you'll want to stay out of the way of that. But no. Hopefully my gunning setup isn't too outdated. In the sense that I'm not doing too little damage. But all the attack power in the world is not going to help me with my gunning. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm taking this. I'm kind of curious, because if I'm going to actually use a gun lance against Lao Shan Lung, it would be now. It would be in low rank, when I actually have a chance of defeating with, gunning. In this area, I do believe if I climb up that ladder, I can jump on his back. Some people prefer this area, though. In area 4 is just like area 2, where you have sort of the bridge. And this is what I really miss about the Lance right now, being able to chain backwards jumps properly, instead of having that slight pause after one hop. Oh, a rock. I certainly can't stop it from falling on my head. That's another danger you have to be careful of. But if you're between his legs, you're fairly safe, actually. No, and he has reached the first barricade. He is going to spend a moment destroying this. But I'm going to try and flinch him as much as I can, just to slow him down. As you can see, this is like a 35-minute fight. Again, the saddest thing about this is I can't really use my Wyvern's Fire. pushing me around. Oh crap, I'm right in front of this. That's not good. I'm curious though, would a Wyvern's Fire be good right here? No, not really. I should have combined this together. Now to find the Farcaster, use it, and leave before it's too late. And yeah. Gonna chug some rations. Going to sharpen my weapon while I have the chance, and if you've taken damage, this is a good time to rest as well. Just preparing. And now on to Area 4. It's a pretty methodical fight, and it does last a while, so these fights you need patience. But, you know, more large barrel bomb pluses. A great way to start the fight off. And there he is. Excellent. Good timing. But yeah, pretty methodical. Very slow fight. You need to have patience with these fights. Again, no matter how much damage you deal in these blue areas, you can't kill him. Have to wait till it gets to Area 5. And the interesting thing is, if you do manage to kill him, he has, I think it's like 2 or 3 separate parts of his body that you can carve from. You can like carve from his head, you can carve from his body and his tail, and they'll each have 3 or 4 carves each. So if you can actually manage to kill him, you get quite a lot of good stuff out of it. I do not think I will manage to kill him. Let's face it. Mainly because I am using a gunning setup, but I might be underestimating the gunning setup. I mean, I am still in normal rank where gunning is still fairly effective. And I'm just sticking to gunning his head so I don't get caught between his legs. Stick to gunning his head. Ah, yes, the infamous turn. He's pretty slow at turning, so you know. If you are fighting him between his legs proper, you should be aware of when he starts to turn, you can get caught up by his legs and get hit. So that's something to be careful of. And I highly suggest, if you are going for the actual feat, that if you're going for the actual feat, then use a bow gun or something. Again, I will have to talk to Imald and everybody else involved in this, what weapons they're gonna bring. Probably what I'll do is I will use a gunning setup or something similar, maybe a lance. And I'll probably get Maul to use a longsword. He'll probably be happy to use the longsword for this, because it is really the best weapon if you're doing solo, especially if you're doing solo. And Heat Wizard would probably use a ranged weapon. Gildas at the moment is unavailable. He has just moved to Thailand, and I believe it's Thailand. And he's, well, let's put it this way, he's busy. He's just moved in, he needs to figure out how to order food properly, etc. So he's got a lot going for him, and it'll probably be a few weeks before I can properly do it. And that'll be, I believe, well into hiring. That he will be back on his feet and ready to rejoin the Let's Play. And again, this setup with me maybe gunning his head would actually be pretty good for the multiplayer, I think, because he has, if I recall, a lot of armor on the rest of his body. It's just his pot belly that you won't bounce, and that doesn't have a lot of armor. If I could also use a hammer, now I think of it. And then just hammer his head, but I don't know, I guess it depends, again, if it's high rank or not, and how much damage I should be doing. Right now, this is the easy piddly one where I'm not gonna bounce too much. And because I'm doing gunning, I'm just negating all of his ridiculous amount of armor. Yes, gun the head! Oh, weapon power decreased. No, horrible time. Well, why not? I'll get a Wyvern's Fire on off of his belly. Yes! Ha! I knocked him down even. Excellent. Oh wow, I almost ran into his foot. That would be bad. Alright, so let's see if we can, well, I can manage to do this without dropping the cannonball. If I drop one cannonball, I'll try again. If I drop the second, I'm not going to attempt it. Should be a lot more interesting while doing this in multiplayer. Everybody brings a cannonball. Look how slowly I move with the cannonball. It's terrible. And look at all those Eye of Prey. Oh. Go, 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 go! Yes! Oh, yes! And now we play the waiting game. We wait for him to show up. Put the cannonball in, and it'll automatically fire. Then I'll shoot all my ballista shots. I should probably prepare those. Then I'll use a Farcaster. Pick up more ballista shots. And if I do this well enough, I can, in fact, get another cannonball. And then by the time I use the cannonball, he should be in range to use the Dragonator, or whatever. But just, in this case, wait till he stands up on two legs and tries to attack the fort, and then you push the button. That's kind of the tactic here. Oh wow, this fight, there's actually plenty to talk about. I will only get one shot of this, though, with the Dragonator. It's not time for a second shot at this point in the game. But that's good, because you don't want him to reach the fort too fast. You want to flinch him as much as possible. Not too much, because if you have done enough damage and he gets stuck in area 4, 3, or 2 and he decides to run away because of time, you're not gonna get the kill. Oh, and I hope you enjoy the Monster Hunter theme that is playing in the background at the final part of the fort fight. I like how the music changes in Area 5. There we go. I'm kind of waiting for him. Ah, I see him. Well, time to put that down. Biff! I think that hit at least. There we go. Ah, yes. He's actually firing an arc. Forgot about that. So basically, I'm aiming for the back break. I think no, he just flinched. Delicious Farcaster. Grab some more ballista shots. In multiplayer, we'd be able to grab all the ballista shots. Every single one of them. Oh, okay, there's exactly... Okay, grab them all. This is exactly why you want to grab them ahead of time instead of picking the ones in the chest. Oh, if this was multiplayer, we could all pick a cannonball and, you know, one at a time go through here. The, death zone. I call it the death zone because this often results in a lot of tears and broken cannonball. Oh yeah! Yes! But he's still making his advance. No, I guess not. I guess I pushed him back. Excellent. Oh yeah, that's right. His roar will actually stun you. Will start to roar now properly. Yes. Shoot him. Shoot him in the back. And I think I just broke his back. Yes, I did. I don't know how many breaks he has on his back, though. I think he only has one. I could easily be wrong. And now we wait. Dragonator will deal massive damage. Come on, you know, you want to get up on... Oh yes, he will butt the headbutt or side butt or whatever we call it. And this is another reason why you want to stall him as long as possible. Yes, that's right, a little closer. That should be good. Yes! Biff! Drilled! Oh, this is good. At this point, you want to be standing near his pot belly at all times and just dealing as much damage as possible. At this point, my Wyvern's Fire will actually be useful. Wow. I don't think that one hit very well. How's the... Ah, excellent. Still going strong with the fort's health. High-grade earplugs is pretty useful here. I will not lie. I actually enjoy this part of the fight. exactly sure what's going on. It's because I've been, you know, like, stunning him a little, or a lot there, or what he was doing. Ah! Stop screaming! Oh no! Oh, I want to deal damage to you. Why won't you let me? Also, be careful when he goes to the side like this. If he dies, you'll be screwed out of, like, over half of your carbs. Oh, that's unfortunate. I got hit. And now, at this point, I don't understand that door. He will... Yeah, he already hit it. And he's gonna stand on his hind legs. But I'm just gonna gun him. Yes! Biff! Ah, his stupid roaring. But I've got this in the bag. I might tag on a bonus at the end of this video. No commentary on it or anything. But I will show off what a kill looks like. Or maybe I'll do that. Well, I guess it depends on how the multiplayer version of this goes. If I don't get a kill, then again I might just do it as a bonus video. Get a Lao Shanlong kill. Those aren't very... You don't get them very often. It has so much health. Ford's integrity is still pretty good. But I don't think my damage is very good, though. Most likely he will run. I'm still surprised that I got the Shen Goran first time around. But it certainly helps knowing exactly what I'm doing. 2 minutes. Gotta constantly check that timer. And the health. Health is very important. What I'm afraid of is that I will fail due to time because he's not run away. Usually when he's weakened, he will run in the last 5 minutes. Or correctly again. Yes, your roars mean nothing to me. That's the minute mark. I will deal as much damage as I can, ladies and gentlemen, but don't expect a kill. I just thought I'd do something a little different than what I originally was gonna do. Kill Shen Goran a million times, and get a really, really sweet weapon. Kill him. But I'll use that for future fun because I'm cheap. And honestly, Lance is a pretty good weapon against this fight, too. You can pretty much do the same with the Lance as you can with the Longsword, only Longsword's better because you deal more damage. Screw sharpness. I only got a few seconds left to stop to sharpen. Victory! And he's running. Bye-bye. Well, I can't complain. I got quite a few breaks on it. Well, the usual amount of breaks I always get. I still think you can break his shoulders. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to do a little bit more research to see what exactly you can break. But I do believe, like, when I was looking at a YouTube video of, like, the general tactics of this, the guy had a team of friends, and one of them was gunning his shoulders, and they actually broke, I believe. But I might just be crazy remembering things the wrong way. Post commentary, I'll probably have answers, or if I don't know the answers, I'll ask. You know, ask wiser people than myself. And he barely even got a scratch on it. Fort is still intact. Booyah. Boxer Brown wins again. So let's see, what do we get? Oh, and if you break his horn, you can get rust stones. Accommodations. And Laoshan Lunghorn shells. Oh, lots of Laoshan Lung claws. These will be very important for upgrading my charms. And tons of cash. I hope you enjoyed this little invasion of dragons. I will see you next time.